What is up, guys? Bisectatron here from OneHive Gazette, and here we are. Stream looks okay. I'm gonna go ahead and be streaming the last 30 minutes or so of the war against Dark Looter Z. Right now we're in on a dip attack here. Let me know if everything sounds okay. Don't have the Discord chat, I'll explain that in a moment here. But this is a dip attack, looks like it's going to be a 3-star. We'll go ahead and back out and take a look at how the war is going in just a moment here. Yeah, this one's going to be a 3-star, it looks like. Nice attack to Joe. Let's back out here. So anyway, last 39 minutes here, OHG versus Dark Looter Z. They have 9 attacks, we have 6. They just failed a 10v10, so a few attacks just happened. But let's talk about where we are and who's looking better right now. You can see the stats in the top right of the screen there. Hopefully it's not too small for you guys. We do have one 11v11, which is definitely very helpful. We have, let's see, just one Town Hall 10 left. So we can hit that, and then we'll have 4 more 11v11 attempts. We have a pretty good plan on number 2 that might have worked had we had the queen gone the right way. We'll take a look at that replay in a moment. So we're looking good. We'll probably have, assuming this next dip is good, 4 more 11v11 attempts. We already have 1. They have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Town Hall 11 attacks, and then they have one, let's see, 1, kind of hard to count here, 2, am I missing an attack? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 11s, and then 1, I only see 2, do they have a Town Hall 9 attack or something? I don't know, they have like some attacks left, we'll say that. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a few more Town Hall 10 bases left. The point is, don't want to bore you guys with all the stats here. The point is, we're looking a little bit better than them. They're probably not going to have as many 11v11 attempts, but it all depends on who can take advantage and get the 11v11 3-star. So you guys are going to see 5, 6 11v11s on this stream here. So it should be a very exciting end to this war. Let's go ahead and take a look at this plan here we have on number 2, because this one is looking like it could be an 11v11 3-star on the next attack here. This is Steve. The base was attacked by a 10, then he went ahead and attacked it here, and you can see the idea is just to do a queen walk down towards where the king is, but the queen's going to go the wrong way, unfortunately, and all the healers die. So even with all the healers dying, this one was actually pretty close here. Kind of a good adaptation to kind of use the king there, then send in the hogs. Looks like we have a live attack, so we'll get to that. But basically, this one almost worked out here. Just didn't quite have enough hogs. The queen didn't get very much. So this one can be cleaned up if the queen goes the right way, we're thinking. Let's hop in here. I'm going to go ahead and show the dips on our bases. We'll show everything. I'm not too worried about burning bases. Let's see here. This is a dip. This base, I think, has already been hit several times by Town Hall 10s. They just couldn't get it down. So it's up to the 11 here. Looks like they're doing a pretty standard witch bowler attack. Sending in the bowlers at that Inferno. Dragon CC. Kind of a weird entry point. Quite a few bowlers are not going in, but I think the important things are, looks like the king also didn't go in. This one, assuming he's able to get pretty far through, should be a successful attack here. These Town Hall 11 dips have gotten so much easier recently with all the updates and everything. So yeah, this one's going to be a 3-star. Not the cleanest, but we'll back out and take a look at one of our own dips, I guess. Just going back and forth on dips here, but we will get some 11v11s, and I think they have just a couple Town Hall 10 attacks, so you guys will see maybe a few 10v10 attempts, and we'll take a look at some replays in between. But if you're just joining, like I said, can't show the Discord chat that I usually do, just because I've having some technical problems with it. In other words, the last stream I did, I changed the settings and I can't get it back to capture the Discord output, so I'll get it figured out for next week, and hopefully it won't be an issue. Actually, next week's a bye, but next time I stream, it'll be figured out. Anyway, though, this one is going to be a hog attack. Typically, hogs, witch bowler, the main two things we see at Town Hall 11 for dips, but looking pretty good. Just has to get in there, get the queen taken out. I'm not sure his own queen, did he suicide his queen? He might have. I kind of missed what he did with his queen, but important thing is he got into the core with both those jumps. Should clear out the core for the most part, which is very helpful for the hogs here. Needs to get that heal down. There we go. Heals down on the hogs. Looking good here. The king's still working, still tanking in the core. That's the main difference for Town Hall 11s. They tend to be able to clear out the core a lot easier, which makes the hogs wrap around, and it's less difficult for the hogs, so they don't have to cut through the core, especially because they're a level higher, and you have an extra spell, an extra troop space, and all that stuff. But yeah, Town Hall 11 dips, fairly easy. Has an extra heal spell left over. There is that little gold. Oh, but looks like he has an archer for it. Might want to drop 2 archers there, because that one archer won't get it down. But this one's going to be a 3-star either way. Plenty of time, and these buildings are going down quickly. Good split on all his cleanup troops. Don't want to run out of time on a dip attack. That's kind of the cardinal sin of dipping. Okay, didn't even see that we have an 11v11. This one should be interesting here. Oh, and it's like already almost over, and this one's going to be close, but he might have it. Is that archer tower going to take out those last few hogs? I'm sorry, I did not even notice that this was going on, but this one is going to defend by the bootstraps of this archer tower right here. That was a close one, but with the defensive king, no way this one's going to be successful, especially because there's only 20 seconds left. Wow, okay, let's take a look at the replay of this one for sure here. People happy about that successful defense, as am I. Let's back out, and it should be over by the time we get backed out here. I'm not sure, was that a 2-star? Because it does matter, the percentage, in case it comes down. Yeah, it looks like it was a 2-star, so they have a 92%, but of course we're trying to beat them on stars. You never want to go down to percentage, because things get a little bit dicey there. Looks like this was a queen walk hog attack, and the way he dropped his queen, she took a lot of damage right away, forcing him to use that rage. Has wall breakers. He might try to queen charge through the space. Yeah, looks like that's what he's going to do here. Good funnel with the bowlers and everything, so the queen's going in. We'll have to see what made this attack not quite work out, because oftentimes these Town Hall 11s can crush even Town Hall 11 bases. So a good rage. Those healers are barely in it, but they are. Takes out the defensive queen here. Looks like he'll poison the CC. This one was looking good. He might try to jump his queen. I think that's what he's going to do here. Yeah, that's interesting, because the wall breaks would be pretty tough. But he's going to jump the queen. We'll go ahead and fast forward, because it's just the queen working her way through here. Eagle lights up. It's very time consuming, but if the wizards go down quickly for cleanup, it's definitely doable. Looks like the hogs, hitting quite a few spring traps. These Town Hall 11 defenses definitely do a lot of damage, but the queen should grab that eagle as well right here. It will lock onto those hogs, but it will go down because the queen is locked onto it. This might be actually a good warden's ability too, maybe a little bit early, but this is where a lot of damage is coming at them. That single Inferno gets locked onto the queen. If the hogs were a little quicker, she might have been able to avoid it, and then she could have shot it down, kind of hidden amongst the hogs. So that might have been a difference. Yeah, and then the king, and without any heal spells, those last few defenses don't quite go down. Very, very close stuff, so a good try to them. We'll go ahead and back out. So that's what we have, 11v11. They have a good plan there. That one could be cleaned up. They might try a different base. We have a pretty good plan on number 2 that I showed, but let's take a look at that hit on number 6 that was successful. This one, the first 11v11 attack of the war, and we only had one Town Hall 10 scout, just a 2-star scout, and this one I really liked, because for 11v11, you can do Laloon, you can do Hogs, but the most popular is going to be just a spam-ish type attack with Witches and Bowlers. This actually was an interesting P.E.K.K.A funnel. The P.E.K.K.A acted really weird here. Walked to the Archer Tower, then walked to the gold storage. The P.E.K.K.A barely got any value, to be honest, but it got the funnel created, an expensive 25 troop space funnel, but nonetheless, it got the funnel created, and I love the Quakes there, opening up pretty much the entire base. The Inferno can be reached by the Queen going through. He's just going to go through this little moat right here, because there's all these little moats and dead spaces in these Town Hall 11 anti-3-star bases, so you want to take advantage of that if you can. So comes in with Witches on the sides. I think most of the Witches actually end up going into the base, which is okay. He just has a little bit going around here, which can take out, I think, the King and the Cannon. Pretty much all he needs. Very good Warden's ability. They actually break through the wall to get the Inferno. The healers switching on to the Bowlers here, and all he has to do is get into that back Inferno, clear that out, and then he's pretty much good. There's not a whole lot of other threats on the base, because the point defense can't do a whole lot. The healers start to get a little bit weird. They switch off, they get shot down, but he gets the defensive King with that one Witch that did go. That was very important, and that's crucial, getting that King taken out, because he has a lot of hit points and he can do quite a bit of damage to your troops if he's still up towards the end, as you guys saw in that last attack. Let's see, this one actually got a little bit close towards the end. Pops the Queen's ability. She'll take out that cannon, and then we'll fast forward here because it's about this one Witch wrapping around. I think it's able to take this cannon out. It can spawn those skeletons just quickly enough, and a few Bowlers and the Warden are also there. So very nice stuff by J-Dub, or V-Dub, or whatever his name is. Awesome attack. First 11v11, and hopefully we can grab a few more here. We just have, I think we've gotten all the 10s cleared at this point, so we have 4 11v11s. The Discord chat you guys can kind of see over here. Let me switch into this. We have the 11s planning, if you can see that right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, and I'll go ahead and refresh the stats for us. But yeah, that's the Town Hall 11s there, and should be planning hopefully 2 more 11v11s. That might be what it takes to win this war. Let's see. A few people asked how to join these clans. I assume for Dark Looter Z you apply via Discord or online or something similar to us, but if you want to join, check out my videos, not my streams, but my videos, and they have the link to join in the description. It takes you to a Discord chat, so if you're interested in joining, you won't be able to join OneHive Genesis, but you can join the clan family and maybe work your way up as you go through the tryout system. So anyway, good stuff there. We can go ahead and take a look at, let's look at the first 10v10 of the war. I wonder who got that. Not to brag, but I did get this one. First Town Hall 10 hit on it. It was scouted by a 9. But some of these bases can get a little bit weird. I'm not sure if they're trying to make it difficult for possible dip attacks or whatnot, but it's not the best layout just because it's very easy to queen walk. A lot of value up here, and this Expo can't reach anything. It's a lot of value for a queen walk without even having to use a spell on her. You'll see how we use the baby dragon to tank, and then the queen with the healers. It gets a little bit close right here. That giant doesn't go down quite quick enough, so a bunch of point defense gets onto the queen, but with the 4 healers, level 40 queen can stay up, take out these defenses just quick enough, and yeah, looks like she will be okay. I mean, I should know I did do the attack, and she'll meet up with a big bowler kill squad. Went ahead and got that golem down really quickly because I want the queen to get healed all the way back up. That way the healers will switch on to the bowlers. The healers aren't that nice about switching, but if whatever they're healing is at full health, they're much more likely to switch. So by getting that golem down to tank, the queen gets healed all the way back up. Here come a big group of bowlers, and they're going to hit like a little bomb in here, which will cause them to go a little bit down in health, and the healers switch, so perfect how that worked out. Poison is like a little far back, but I mainly wanted to get the witches, not the baby dragon as much. So that's all good. Basically going to push through here, go ×2, and get one of the Infernos I don't get. My troops just go past it. But I have all these hasted balloons for the back end of the base here. And yeah, I'm going to finish off the base just with these balloons. I have 5 loons in a haste, which I'm going to drop on this single Inferno. It's really the only threat left because I have all these bowlers and the healers. My queen with her ability. Wizards down for cleanup. And yeah, haste and a bunch of loons to finish off that Inferno. And that will do it as these last few defenses go down. Okay, by the way, if San is watching this, I am just going to show every attack because we have a bye week and we shouldn't be using the same bases 2 weeks in a row, so I am going to go ahead and show some of their dips just for the sake of the stream. I apologize to whichever bases I show. Nice attack though, hope you guys enjoyed it, and let's hang out. Hopefully all these attacks don't happen in the last like 5 minutes, because then we'd be watching a bunch of replays more than live attacks. I doubt that's what's going to happen because they have 7 attacks, we have 4. I assume at least half of these will be taking place in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see, what division are you guys in? We are in CWL Invite. It's considered the top CWL division, I guess you could say. Let's take a look at some other attacks though. Maybe another 10v10 and maybe some 9v9s as well. I'll go ahead and refresh the scoreboard. It is going to be a little bit behind because it's updated from the warmatch.us or whatever, and it's not in real time. It updates sometimes like 5-10 minutes behind. So anyway, this was a nice attack though. This was our last Town Hall 10 attack, the most recent 10v10. So we had the first 10v10. Here's the most recent one. This one was a nice queen walk by Darth Panda. Pops the queen's ability, so grabs 3-point defense right off the bat. Then a bunch of Valks. I love using Valks at Town Hall 10. The king creates the funnel up there. Good use of the king, and a few Valks. The king, they're going to walk, but most stuff goes in the base. You can't always win with the funneling for these Valks. It's just so hard. But as long as most go in, you should be okay. Then just douses them and rages and heals, has the bowlers. Just going to hope to get a little bit lucky, to be honest. That's kind of how the Valks work, but also sets it up for them to succeed. The queen peels off here with her healers, which is actually fine because she can kind of wrap up the rest of the base since the bowlers got deep enough to take out the Inferno and basically all the core defenses. So we'll go ahead and fast forward a few hogs to take out some of these defenses. That was a nice touch, and at this point just putting down a few more troops to help the queen finish off the base. A few Valks still up as well. It's funny how they leave the base and then you see them up at the end, kind of like where did these Valks come from. So nice attack there to Darth Panda. We can maybe take a look at a Town Hall 9 or 2 and maybe get a live attack. I was hoping they would be kind of happening back to back here, but everyone's saving their attacks for some reason, trying to outmaneuver the other clan. Let's go ahead and I didn't write down any numbers for good attacks here. Actually, this one I might have already actually no, I did show a few in a video I uploaded last night, so I don't want to show the same attacks twice, but this one was not shown. It is a witch attack that is very divisive. Some people like the mass witches, some people don't at Town Hall 9. This one, though, just dropping down witches and healers on either side. It's good for these kind of long bases where the witches can walk along the outside. Okay, actually, we'll take a look at whatever's going on now. It is going to be a dip attack, and I feel a little bit bad about showing it, but it's kind of part of the stream. Got to show all the attacks, even if it burns a base or two. But like I said, we typically aren't reusing bases 2 weeks later, hopefully. So anyway, the witches go down here. This one, assuming he doesn't mess anything up, should work out fine. It takes a lot for a Town Hall 11 to fail. Jumps going down, has 3 jumps, so he'll get through the entire base here. Yeah, looking very good. There's a P.E.K.K.A. and a Golem on the outside, which is kind of a weird combination with a baby dragon attacking it. Not something you see very often. So that's not the best, but he took out most of that side anyway. On the other side has the traditional witches and like a bowler with them. Kind of bypassed this one Inferno, but it looks like the witches are on it, and they will probably get it down. That Warden's ability paid off very nicely, and this base is pretty much finished. So successful dip, both sides doing their part there. I'll go ahead and refresh the stats once again here. I'm not sure if it's going to change anything. Sometimes it takes a while for it to update. Okay, looks like a 10v10 attack here. Okay, this one's going to be interesting. This base, I think it's a little sketchy. I'm not sure if it's the best having like such a compact core with all these defenses around it. And it looks like they are in fact going for the kind of attack you would use on this type of base, which is the Witch Bowler, and creating a funnel with a few wizards. He will basically double jump through the base. Now, but the Infernos are a little bit tricky to access here because they are not very close to the core. But if the Queen goes in, which I think he might use the Queen. Yeah, he's going to use the Queen. Only one Witch on this side, by the way. That's interesting. So much heavier on the top. I guess there's more to have to take out up there. But that one Witch is going to get destroyed by the cannon, so that's good. Definitely don't want this to be a successful attack, considering I'm in one of these clans. It's easy to forget because I don't have the Discord chat open. So anyway, the kill squad moving through here. The single Inferno is going to lock on, take out the King. That's important. Good value from that single, taking out the King here. He's gotten most of the sides taken out. This is probably going to go down there. Might be close, but I don't think he's going to have it. Giant Bomb going off, taking off a little bit more of the push in the base. Has the Queen, has the ability, has the Skelly spell. Is this Witch going to survive? The Tesla does shoot pretty fast. Can it take out this Witch right here? Yep, got the Witch. That's important. It won't clean anything else up. But the Queen's sitting behind these Golemites, and time's not going to be an issue. I just don't think it's going to work here. The Queen will get targeted eventually. She can't even reach this Archer Tower. Skelly spell won't make a difference. This one's going to be a fail, I'm going to call it now. But a good plan. What you would probably think to use on this base here. So yep, successful attack. Looking good so far. If they don't get any more 10v10s, they're going to have just like, I think, 2 11v11 attempts, which probably won't be enough to be successful, especially if they fail. I think they might only have one more, actually, 11v11 attempt. So they're not looking good here if they can't get any more 10v10s. We'll go ahead and back out just to see what we're looking at. Looks like with that attack happening, they'll be down to 5 attacks left, and 4 of them are Town Hall 10 attacks. I'm looking for that missing. Did that attack finish? Yeah, that attack is finished up, so it's completely updated. They have 4 Town Hall 11 attacks and 1 Town Hall 10 attack. Okay, everything's accounted for. So how many Town Hall 10 bases is the question? 1, 2, 3. 3 Town Hall 10 bases. So they're going to have 1 to 2 more 11v11 attacks. And here's our next 11v11. All right, we got V-Dub. Can he get a 6-star war at Town Hall 11? That'd be very impressive. He had that 1 3-star we showed earlier in the stream. Looking to get his second 11v11 3-star here. It's going to be a classic Witch Bowler. Has 2 jumps for getting through the base here. Another attack going live, but we're going to ignore it for now. It might just be a dip anyway. The Queen looks like she's going to go the right way. She'll go for that storage next. Everything looking really nice here. As long as those witches stay alive, which might be a little bit too much to ask for, they're getting targeted pretty quickly. But hopefully he can get something on that outside to take out like the Archer Tower mortar at least. That'd be decent. Has these heals, has these jumps, sitting on the Warden's ability still. He'll probably use that as he gets a little closer into the base here. There it goes. Good timing. The Eagle was starting to do some damage to those bowlers. So I don't know what's going to get this single Inferno, though. There's not really a plan for it. Pops the Queen's ability. She can't reach it. So I don't think there's really a huge plan for these Infernos, either one of them. This one's not going to fly. The jump did open up the Inferno, to be fair, but it just didn't do... the bowlers didn't go through how they should have. This one not going to be very close in the end. So actually has 2 witches and a P.E.K.K.A. still up. I'm not sure what this was for, maybe for some kind of delayed element. There was something else going live, probably just a dip attack. Yeah, I'm not even going to show it. I would if we got in right away, but because it's just about finished up, we can assume it's going to be a 3-star, so cool. This brings the war a little bit more in their favor. This one, pretty confident it'll be a 3-star. So now we're down to still have, this attack will go away in a moment. We still have 3 Town Hall 11 attacks. I'm confident we can get at least one more 11v11 with those 3 attacks. And if that's the case, that's a lot of pressure on them because they might only have one more 11v11 attempt at all. And as you guys saw, we already have one 3-star on number 6. So they need to get 2 11v11s to win this war. Maybe 1, it depends on percentage, but they're very, very pressed. They basically need a 10v10 for all intents and purposes to stay in this from their guy, Ray Sky. So a close one here. 13 minutes left or so. You guys will see the end. What else should we show? Maybe we'll sneak in one Town Hall 9. Maybe we'll show one on my own base getting tripled because my base kind of sucked. Oh, I showed the exact same attack. You guys already saw most of it. We'll go ahead and take a look at a different one here. We'll go ×2. This one I don't believe was shown. I don't think this one was shown at all. Or actually no, it was. This was in a video. I don't want to show attacks that were in a video. This one I don't think was in a video or anything. Nice Laloon. Let's take a look at this one in ×2 speed, just so we can get the whole attack in before someone else goes live, probably. Nice job taking out the king, the queen, the CC. It's all right there. And he's actually going to push a little bit deeper because there's such good value from these defenses. You got Expos, Archer Towers, Wizard Towers. It's all right there, so it's worth, instead of just doing Suicide Heroes, spending a little more and getting a little more taken out. And then he can Laloon the rest here. A bunch of air traps right away. I would have sprinkled like a minion or 2 in there, because now he has to deal with those annoying air skellies the entire attack. They're more annoying than they are like a huge issue, but they can, over an entire attack, do some damage. The Lava Pup finally takes them out. So just Laloons through the base here. We saw so many Laloon attacks this war at Town Hall 9. Crazy. Pretty much like every one of their attacks was a Laloon, especially a Queen Walker, a Queen Charge Laloon. I'm not going to really show any of them, but that seemed to be a very popular thing for people to do. And if you have a level 30 Queen, it's definitely a powerful strategy to do that Queen Charge Laloon, where you have a small Laloon, a bunch of minions, so you don't run out of time. Pretty effective attack. Let's take a look at my base getting 3-starred, though. It's always a fun thing to show on the stream here. Here I am, number 18. Kind of a weird base. I was hoping to trip people up, and after the scout looked kind of bad. Oh, I guess we won't show it yet. Let's see. Here is their 10v10. They need to get this one. I'd say they can still win if they don't get it, but if they're gonna have a very tough time winning without this 10v10. So this is almost to keep them in the war, you could say. A lot would need to happen if this doesn't work. So another attack is going live. That might be one of our 11v11s. That might be a dip. I think they still have one more dip to do. So we'll stay here and watch this attack because it's one of the most important ones of these dying minutes of the war here. They have done this attack so many times. This base has probably been hit at least 5 times, and this one type of attack several times on it. Basically, they're going to try to do a pretty big queen charge here to get far into the base, and then they're going to Laloon the rest of it. The issue every time has been this last air defense hasn't gone down, and the Inferno Wizard Tower have been very difficult to get. However, the queen can reach this Inferno if she does path correctly through the base here. So a lot of pressure to execute this attack correctly. These wall breakers, I'm not sure. That's the wall he's trying to open up, that one right there, and it looks like he will get it. Although the queen is getting weird here. She went in a very weird way around the base. He's going to have to use her ability. He's out of rages, so there's not a whole lot of defenses, but she could go down just naturally here. He wants her to go where these buildings are, so she can reach the Inferno, but she's not going to, I don't think. Her next target will be this storage, and then she might just go through the wall. We'll see if she doubles back. That's what he's kind of counting on for this attack. And yep, she's going to double back. Lucky how that worked out. As long as she doesn't go down, yeah, she's going to get that Inferno Tower, which is important for this attack. Good deployment on the balloons, it looks like. Heal spell, is that going to work? Yep, those loons will get healed up. So this one might be one of the better looking attacks, but the balloons are slow. The Lava Hounds got torn up pretty quickly. So it might come down to the Queen. The Laloon's not going to go all the way through, but the Queen might be able to finish off the base. 45 seconds, I don't think so. Too many defenses left up for the Queen to take down. Only has probably like 3 or 4 healers on her, plus has a bunch of defenses that she can't reach right away. Time also an issue. These minions are closing in, but it's not going to be a 3-star. It's going to be a fail, and that's going to make it very difficult. Let's back out here, because this one might be 11v11. Yep, here we go. The cleanup on this hog attack that we showed, and oh, it's not going to work here. They can still win it. They're not out of it yet, especially if this one not going to be a 2-star, so they might have us on percentage. We probably need to get one more 11v11 to secure the victory, and wow, okay. This one, I think, just finished up. Let's see what happened. Oh, they got an 11v11. We missed that, and we failed. Let's take a look at this 11v11 here. Didn't even see that one happening. They had one failed 11v11 that happened before the stream went live. This is, I think, their second attempt. I'm not sure if it's the same base or not. But, wow, okay, so they are stepping up here and making it a close one. I think that is the only 11v11 attempt they are going to have. So they are going to have to count on us failing our last 2 Town Hall 11 3-star attempts. We'll see what went wrong with the cleanup attempt on that base that we kind of missed. But this one worked out nicely here. Everything going in. Very clutch attack by their number 6 Nox. Just the healers getting on the bowlers, and that's always a recipe for success. Plus the witches did their job on the outside of the base. So pretty much couldn't have gone better from what I'm seeing here. Not going to get into that back-end Inferno, but sometimes you don't need to if enough of your troops are alive. We'll fast forward just because I don't want to miss anything, and I want to see what else happened while we were watching that 10v10. Yeah, the Queen just kind of pushes through with those bowlers, so a nice attack. This one, we'll go ahead and update the stats if we can here. This one going to be a close one, closer than we might have thought maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago. Each clan has 2 Town Hall 11 attacks. They're going to have to dip twice here, so they are done in terms of 11v11s. We have 2 more 11v11s. Both clans each have 1 3-star. We might try to play at percentage here. That's definitely a possibility. If you look at percentage right now, they do have the lead, and I think because all the 10s are going to be 3-starred, we can assume that. We have a 59, 54. We are in the 50s and the 60s on their bases. They have 192. Besides that, they're also in the 50s and the 60s. So we have a few different things we can do here. We could go for that extra star, but we don't want to risk not getting the percentage because at this point we are forcing, yeah, all they can do is dip here, these 2 bases. So we are able to go for percentage. It looks like people are definitely thinking about that. You can see the Discord chat, which I'm not able to show the Discord audio. You can see the Discord chat. We have a lot of people in that 11 planning chat. There's a bunch more people up in the lobby, but those are the people planning out these last 2 attacks, and I think it's going to be somewhat of a percentage with a possibility of getting the 3-star, but we're probably going to try to play at percentage. Let's take a look at this attack that did not work out here. I thought this one would be an easy cleanup. He's doing a very similar... I hope the Queen went the right way this time. I think she will. Another baby dragon goes down. She might go the wrong way again. Yeah, okay, the same mistake twice. That definitely sucks here. Trying trying to push the queen down and it happens twice, has to invest more, maybe some hasted balloons or something to get the queen to go the right way, because that cannot happen twice. He does have some heads-up hogs there to kind of try to salvage the attack here and take out that air defense, which does work, but we'll fast forward. Not the plan, of course, and just not going to work out here. The Inferno locks onto the queen. She does get away from it. The healers switch onto the hogs, which probably wasn't the best thing to happen because he already had the heal spells. Mainly the springs are what's going to get the hogs, along with the Inferno tower and all the DPS towards the bottom of the base. So this plan looked so promising, but there have been 2 fails, and we might just try to play up the percentage right now. They don't have much of a choice but to dip. The only thing is if they go 11v11, they have a 99 in that base, they have a 95. They can play up their percentage a lot here if they get one more 11v11, because instead of having like their lowest one around here, like a 50 or a 60%-ish, they can switch that out for a 99 on one of their remaining bases. So they could try to do a tricky maneuver here. It's definitely going to be difficult to 3-star any of these bases for their Town Hall 11s, but I don't know. All we can do is wait. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Your guess is as good as mine as to what's going to happen here. But I'm thinking they're just going to go for the dips. They're going to play it a little safer and force us to kind of make a smart move and either get an extra star or run up the percentage. But anyway, these attacks are always so, or these wars are always so close, it seems like. No matter how they start off, it comes down to the wire here. And thank you for all who are watching. We have about 350 on the view count right now, so I appreciate it. And I am just as excited as you guys are to see how this one ends. I assume both attacks are happening in the last seconds of war on either side, because people try to they don't want to show what they're doing, and we don't want to show what we're doing. So it's kind of a chess match where we have to kind of guess what the other clan's going to do. But I think all they can do is go for dips, and they might just be waiting to dip because they want to give the possibility that they're going for one of these 11v11s, so we have no way of knowing. But if I were them, I think they are going to, they're not going to risk trying to 3-star one of these bases and failing. Anyway, let's just wait. Probably gonna have to wait another 2 minutes here to see how this one ends. Bunch of people in the chat, bunch of people in the Discord chat. All you guys see on the left is the 11v11 chat, but there's a ton of people up in the lobby there. Alright, looks like they're gonna dip at least one base. We already knew that. I guess we can go ahead and take a look at the beginning just to make sure it is going to be a successful attack. Then we can back out, but I assume this one is just going to crush this base. It's set up very nicely for this type of attack. So I don't see any reason, unless he drops his iPad or he disconnects or something like that, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be successful. This doesn't show us a whole lot because we knew they were going to dip at least once. So this isn't anything too surprising here. That one Valk from the CC is running over to the witches, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it'll take out a few witches here. Yeah, it's locked onto those witches, and it doesn't quite get them down. That could have been something that would have altered this attack, but even if it had happened, this one's going to crush the base, it looks like. No surprise there. Yeah, just staying a little bit longer to make sure, but this base is destroyed. Okay. Let's back out 40 seconds. What we're really going to look for here, I'll wait the last 40 seconds so we can see what everyone's doing. Then we'll pick one of these attacks to watch. I think they are going to go for this other Town Hall 10 here. But I wouldn't put it past them to try to pull something very crazy off. I assume our 11s know what they're doing at this point. 15 seconds waiting for 3 attacks to go live. We'll see who's going for what, and based on that we will watch the attacks accordingly. Of course we are attacking Town Hall 11s. We'll see if these are percentage. they're going for the dip. We can assume that's going to work. Let's see what these two attacks are. It's going to be a Witch Bowler. Looks like he'll definitely pick up the 2-star. We'll back out and see what the other one is. This one on number 5. So no one's trying a Hog Plant. I think both these attacks are going to involve getting the Town Hall to secure the 2-star and possibly get the 3-star. Hopefully it's not lagging or anything. That would kind of be unfortunate, but there's not much I can do. We'll go ahead and stay in and watch this attack here, and then we can watch the other ones on replay. He's coming from the opposite side as the Town Hall, so this one might not pick up the 2-star if it doesn't work out that well. So a lot is at stake here. I'm feeling a little bit nervous just watching this. Maybe you guys are, even if you're not in the clan, but you know, we'll see if he can get that back-end Town Hall, because that's probably all we need here to win the war, assuming the other one doesn't 3-star either. Okay, so everything's moving through. Nice group of troops here. This one could go for a 3-star very easily. Pop that Warden's ability. Perfect timing on the Warden. Everything moving through. The bowlers are going to be raged up in the core there. He will definitely get that Town Hall, I'd say, as long as the King and the bowlers keep moving. Maybe even the 3-star. That one Inferno is still up here. It just depends how much is going to be alive at the end of this attack, but a 3-star here would secure the victory. He even has a jump opening up the Inferno. If the bowlers would just take it, I'm not sure if they will or not. This one going to be close, has to pop the Queen's ability. The Warden is still alive for what it's worth, but he doesn't do much besides just kind of follow troops around. I don't think this one's going to work. I think he can reach this Tesla, though, without being targeted. Yeah, the Warden can kind of be a little bit cheeky and take out that Tesla, but this one's not going to triple. He does get the 2-star, though. If this one's a high percentage 2-star, I'd say it's going to be a victory, assuming this one, nothing too weird happened. It is a 2-star. It might even be a 3-star, a minute 15. As often with these 11v11s, one of the Infernos is still up because they're put in these weird locations. Doesn't have the Queen's ability, but has bowlers and witches. It's just going to come down to time, mainly. If the Queen can stay up, which she will, this one I think is going to actually 3-star. So it's safe to say this is going to be a victory for OneHive Genesis. We can call it now. I assume their dip was successful, but it doesn't even matter here. And this one looks like it should triple as long as nothing weird happens. The Inferno will go down to probably the witches, even if it takes out the Queen here. So awesome stuff. 2 11v11s, assuming this one does work. Only 30 seconds, but I think he has it. Yeah, this one might be actually kind of close here. The Inferno, they have to get through a wall to get to it. So maybe we called it a little bit early here. It should still be a victory. It's just a matter of, do we get the victory on the stars or the percentage here? I don't know. This one might not work just because they can't get through the wall quick enough. Yeah, I don't think this one is going to be a 3-star, actually. Believe it or not here. Yeah, 99%. That sucks. So we only got one 11v11. But victory. Pretty comfortable on percentage here. Just quickly, we had a 99 and a 94, as well as the 10v10 attacks that got, or the 10v11s that got the 50-ish, 60-ish percentage. They had 60s and 190, but we had the 290 plus percentage attacks, which is the difference. So well played by our Town Hall 11s, playing safe 2-star attacks relatively, but also almost getting the 3-star on each of them. So good finish to this war. Wasn't the best performance, but we played the war as we should have against the clan and played it safe, so we made sure we got the victory. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream here. Record number of people tuning in, getting well over 400 for a little while. But I assume you guys will start to filter out. That's pretty much all I have to show here. I'll go ahead and end it by showing that attack on my base that maybe you guys wanted to see. It's kind of a weird base, and like I said, the scout was a Laloon, and I was hoping they'd use Laloon because it's better against Laloon. But they use a hog attack, which I was worried would happen, and the Queen charge is going to get in there to the Inferno. If these were multi-infernos, it would have been interesting because you can't really wall break on the multi-inferno when it's that close to the wall. So that would have been interesting, but the queen can charge the single inferno pretty easily in this context, and she'll get in there, she'll take out the CC, defensive heroes, able to get the defensive king too, which really hurt. And the rest of the base is not great for hogging, but enough was taken out here. Gets the bomb tower there with one hog because he had some bowler bounces to loosen it up there, and 3 heals, enough hogs to finish off the base. Like I said, the pathing is definitely kind of weird through the base, but doesn't work out, and it's going to be a 3-star. The base can't defend it. Has one more heal for the giant bomb between these Teslas, and that is pretty much that. So nice attack to them, finishing off my base there on a 10v10, just one of many 10v10s from this war, but good job to everyone at OneHive Genesis. Sorry I couldn't show the chat and you couldn't hear it, the people as they watched the attacks, because I had a little bit of difficulty capturing the Discord audio. By the way, there is going to be a live stream 2 days from now. If you guys remember, I have the new Beat This Base series, so you guys can attack my bases. Be sure to check out my Twitter at Clash Manual, or search OneHive Gazette on Twitter. You can find me, and that's where I post the bases a few hours before they are opened up to attack. But we can actually search the clans here, and if we look up OHG BTB exclamation point, this is the clan you'll be joining. Right now it just has my mini account, but it'll fill with a Town Hall 9 and a Town Hall 10, each ready to post their base for you guys to attack live on the channel. So it is Tuesdays at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you guys there, and thanks for watching this stream though. I'll see you guys in the next stream or the next video, whichever one comes first, but until then, Bisectatron out.